I could not wait to get in this morning. When you haven't had the light and then the sun shines and there's a blue sky, oh God, it's just wonderful. It makes so much difference having a bright light, not an overcast, gloomy day. I have read in the comments, I absolutely have to share this because it made my day. Philippa, thank you if you're watching. Philippa asked in the comments the artist's name who could never finish a painting, who never thought a painting was finished. And it's Pierre Bonnard. So I did a bit of digging on the internet and I absolutely I found an article on ArtNet. The poet, Jane Hirshfield, imagined the scenario in her poem of 1994, History as the Painter, Bonnard, christening the action itself as Bonnarding. I don't know if that makes sense. Bonnarding refers to the act of continuously retouching, modifying and adding new elements to a painting, even after it's been exhibited or sold. This puts me in mind, my daughter has some of my paintings, and when I go to visit, all I want to do is take those paintings off the wall and bring them back to dabble them, because I'm just fixated on what's wrong. The term highlights a commitment to ongoing revision and the belief that a painting is never truly finished, but rather a living object that can be further developed through second sight and continued observation. Is continued observation for sure, for me anyway. All the while they're hanging in my eye line, their game. Is there anyone else? Oh yes, and Jill, hello Jill. Her comment made me just smile from ear to ear. She suggests mixing Payne's Grey into magenta, so I'll give that a go to get a lovely aubergine. Oh, and I must say as well, Dulcie suggested months ago, hello Dulcie, you suggested months ago a pilot pen. I'll show it to you, it's in the house at the moment, and I've been a bit scared of it, to be perfectly honest. I suppose when you're just so used to that one pen that you use for your blind contour drawing, but I've absolutely made myself use it in the Henny Penny, and I'm loving it. I'm really, we're becoming friends, good friends. So I take on board all suggestions. I often buy everything that everyone suggests, and then quite often they will just sit on the back burner until the timing is right. So I'm thrilled to bits with that. Thank you, Dulcie. This is for Jill then. Good helping of magenta. This is just a mix that I had left over on my palette. It's bone dry. And Payne's Grey. Payne's Grey. So I'll just squidge it on board. That's all my word, that is a lot. That's far too much Payne's Grey, I'm sure. Oh, that is just gorgeous. It's lovely. It's lovely, Jill. Gorgeous colour. Experimental board at the moment, but it will be a lovely ground. This, believe it or not, was the exercise that was supposedly orange and blue. So it's gone very gentle. Oh, look, that would look nice in here somewhere. That's your lovely dark. I've been looking for a dark. Oh, it's gorgeous. I'm trying to be very, very gentle here, and then the palette knife will just pick up on all that texture because there's so much paint on that board. I love it up here against the magenta mix. It's beautiful. Isn't that gorgeous? Ooh la la. I'm in a real jumble this morning, I have to admit. I've thought I'll start watering plants. I abandoned the Hoover and because the sun's shining, and it has been shining for a couple of days, the chair project, I think I'm going to photograph and print some chairs, because when it's like this out there, I just want to go to the cabin. Morning everyone. Oh, I'm really having one of those days today. It's glorious weather. The weather is just shifting. So 1 minute I think I'm going to paint in the house, and then I have to be up here. When it's lovely, I want to be in here in the cabin as much as I possibly can. I also suddenly thought in the last couple of days, I've got no cardstock and I have got to get a grip of it. I've been messing around with some birds as well as the chickens, concertina, which I'm hoping I might get a few cards from that. So there's that to be done. I took photographs this morning of, I've got 3 chairs that I think might make painting options. So maybe I'll work from photographs while I'm in here, or maybe I'll just let that wait until the weather does turn. So then I found myself, this magenta, this, the tube, I don't know where it is. Here it is. This tube, I absolutely love it. This is Creeler Professional by De La Rowney. It's a heavy duty quinacridone magenta, and I love it. I absolutely love it. It's invasive. It is just wanting to jump into every painting. The frames are nearly ready. Oh, please don't say that's dark. No, it hasn't. The frames are nearly ready for these interiors, and it's given me the opportunity, that time, to go back in. So I beefed up with some quinacridone magenta on that little still life setup. I started bringing it in. I pulled one of those 3 that I was convinced were finished, and I don't think I am quite finished here. And it's just jumped in small amounts and in larger amounts. It's gone onto that painting that's framed as well. I'll show you. And I've also beefed up that interior. One of you lovelies suggested a bit of buttery yellow in the ground, and I listen to everything everybody says. I make copious notes and things do sit. So I am incredibly grateful for any suggestions. All suggestions are welcome. And yeah, I feel as if that's got a little bit more energy now. I don't know if I've spoken about this little one, about dropping some figures in. I turned it around and I've just put in again the suggestion. I want to keep this quite suggestive of figures, but I started to come in with a bit of magenta on there as well. It was quite spendy down in the lovely art shop in Lyme Regis. That little art shop there, I can't remember what it's called, but it's old school. It's an old school art store, and I just like going in there just to breathe in the smell. Yeah, and it's tight. There's just packed with lovely art supplies. Gorgeous. I love the fact that I can connect that tube of paint to that shop in Lyme Regis, and I'm so thrilled. Sometimes I buy things and I get excited for them and they don't deliver. Speaking about things that deliver, I spoke about, did I not bring it up? I'll drop a picture of it in. The Pilot pen is a parallel. It's called a parallel pen. I came in this morning and the first thing I wanted to do the Bonnarding. So I did. I've tweaked about up here. I need these things to be removed. It's so hard for me, and I know that I'm not alone. Not to keep tweaking around. But I'm top coating. I'm putting my little signature. Did I sign that? I did. I'm putting my little signature on, and that is now ready for a top coat. I'm using at the moment, I've got finishing. This is a Liquitex pouring medium gloss brilliant, and it's just gives a bit of I'd say it's satin. It's a kind of a satin finish, which is rather nice. I've got this morning, it might rain, I want to dash and cut some hydrangeas because I want to dry them. I've been watching tutorials on how to bring your hydrangeas in, put them in a little bit of water. When that's gone, they should dry naturally and hold their colour. So I went in and got a bit more depth in here, so Bonnarding on that one. I will break out something fresh. Okay, I've got my board, and I've just found, to protect the table, I put sheets down. I mean, they get marked, but my feeling is I'm going to use that. It's got a bit of writing, telephone numbers, and I'm going to just use this as my ground. Okay, I've got some water, and I've bought up one of the small Dale Rowney tubes of yellow paint. I might just go in with that to start. Have I got a stubby? I've bought the Stabilo pencil sharpener. Give that a sharpen. I could go in with this. Whoa, so let's just think, if that's there, that's there. So, crumbs, it's so basic. What did I do with that little tube of paint? So let's come again. That is sort of, it's a bit there. That feels good. That feels like a nice warm-up painting. I think what I'll do is just push on a bit of that and take a brush. I've got quite a bit of water on that brush. So that might be the top cushion. So I'm going to just go yellow ochre for the minute. So I'm just trying to see what are the darks. So we went a bit darker here. It goes darker. That panel is dark. I need to stop this board from jigging around. That's a little bit dark, but not as much. Can have a look and see. Oh, it's something, isn't it? It's something. Warm up. Oh, I like it. I like the beginnings of it. I love this. So it's pushing into that sort of mauves and pinks. So at this point I could go in with a bit of wool in here to about there. We've got a toad. Okay, number one, that's number 1 of 10, and that's just the beginning of number 1 of 10. It's so quick and that's so exciting. This is my favourite stage, and it's so nice when you've had to do lots of finishing up, which is nice in itself because you've brought something all the way through to the end. But for me, this is the excitement. I love this. I love this beginning stage. So my instinct now is to leave that to dry. I'll see if I can find other tabletop, any old scraps of paper. This 300, I'm always asked what's the weight of the paper. It can be watercolour paper, cartridge paper, but I'd say anything that's 300 GSM plus, because it's got to take quite a bit of paint. You might do collage, it might get wet, so that would be my suggestion. So what I will do, I think, is move all my landscapes around and start building up some seating. Let's start some seating. This feels so refreshing. So I absolutely love that I've hung in with those landscapes and I've enjoyed every minute, but equally now this feels very refreshing and happy days. The chairs are off. Look I've had a little look in my back work, and I don't know where I'm going with the clay hair. So that's a candidate. And I found on a smaller scale, I found that something of it I quite like, but I'm wondering, as a ground, it might, I'm not doing anything with it. Let's take it this way and come in and try and go a bit smaller yellow chair, and just ignore what's down there at the moment, and it might work. The colour will play beautifully complementary against the yellow, so that might be interesting. I thought I'd show you the Corten, one of the Corten planters. The Coreopsis is fantastic at this time of year, when everything else is finished in there. It's so nice. And the verbena is doing its thing. I love the colour of that Coreopsis, it's lovely. I've been looking, that's on the reverse, but I've got this on this side, and that will make a fantastic ground, I'm thinking, for a chair, for another chair. So I went in on here yesterday. I don't know where I'm going with it, and that's absolutely fine. I'll keep moving down and keep adding in. I've just opened, I've got a couple of Liquitex paints this morning, and I've never tried it before, but this is from Jackson's, and this is a Jackson's own brand, professional acrylic. This is a titanium white. So I've never used it, I've never tried it. I'll have a go with that this morning. I do love these crazy grounds that are just unique. Your crazy grounds are unique to you. You could never reinvent that. You could never get that again. I mean, I'm asking myself whether I ought to do several studies of this same chair or use the other chairs. My gut feeling is the chair can change colour, it doesn't have to be yellow. And I can follow the guideline for where to put the darks, etc. So I think it might be good fun, and then maybe choose my favourite 2 or 3 that could become a painting. I've been reading the comments, and Joe suggested some complementaries for the chairs, and I've used Jill's mix, the magenta and Payne's grey. I don't know if the camera will pick up, but I put some stripes on here, just hoping they would come through, just so that it wasn't a blank colour, just nothing going on ground. But the 2 colours together are absolutely gorgeous. So I'm not sure what's happening here, but we'll see what comes for next week. So I'll leave it here. I'll try and resist Bonnarding, but if you are of a mind, go for it, and have a great week, everyone. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.